That's Tzivoy HaTorah, and that's the command of the Torah. Va'asuli mikdash v'shechanti b'soicham. Shu nitzchi, it's eternal. B'noig l'dairis, and this is something that's going to be for all the generations. Sha'choiva al Yehudi, the command and the demand on every Jew, lehiskadesh, to become holy, ad sheboi ba'atzmoi, yu makom kadosh l'shois hakdosha ha'alyona, until inside he himself should be a place that is a dwelling place, a holy place that Hashem can dwell in his life. Sheyuchal iskayim boi v'shechanti b'soicham, that he can be mekayim the command of v'shechanti b'soicham. V'zeh shematzim shenichtav Parsha Shabbos b'soich inyan HaMishkan, b'Parshas Kisisa and b'Parshas Vayakel. It's so interesting. In the middle of the Mishkan, on both times, in Kisisa and Vayakel, all of a sudden comes in Shabbos. What does Shabbos have to do with building the Mishkan? Answers the Nesivas Shalom, Ki gam Shabbos hi b'bchinas va'asuli mikdash. Shabbos is also creating inside your life, inside of you, a mikdash, a holiness, a holy place, a dwelling place for the Shekhinah. Shenitnu liyehudi, Shabbos was given to us, lehiskadesh ba ki mikdash ma'at, to become holy in that day. It's very hard during the week. We try our best. But it's very hard to become holy while you're going out in the street and with all the confusion and all of the technology. It's very hard. Shabbos was given to us. This is your chance to become holy. That's what Hashem says. This is your day to have holiness in your life. Ki ikar avodah shel Shabbos Kodesh, the main avodah of Shabbos Kodesh, he ahavas Hashem udveikus b'Hashem, is the loving of Hashem. It's all a day of love, celebrating your connection and your love for Hashem. And dveikus b'Hashem, connecting to Hashem. Shemitzvos avas Hashem, dveikus b'Hashem, him tachlis kol ha'torah v'taryag mitzvos. Because these two things, ahavas Hashem, loving Hashem, and connecting to Hashem, is the tachlis of all taryag mitzvos. V'al yodam, and through them, niya Yehudi b'bchinas beis hamikdash katan, and through them, through ahavas Hashem and dveikus b'Hashem, you become a small beis hamikdash. You become a beis hamikdash hakatan. So stop for a moment and think. None of us are perfect. We're all human. We all have animalistic instincts. Ein tzadik ba'aretz sheyasa toiv v'lo yechteh. There's nobody that doesn't sin. Lev yidei amaras nafshe. Everybody knows their own bitterness of what's going on inside. But how much are we kaddish? How much do we have havas Hashem and dveikus b'Hashem? 5%, 10%, 20%. Let's make Shabbos that day to be the best Jew that we can be. To be the most Ahavas Hashem. A day of Ahavas Hashem. That's what it's for. Like the Maran Mikubrin says, it says, Tchila l'Mekrai Kodesh. Shabbos is Tchila l'Mekrai Kodesh. What does it mean? Shabbos is the beginning of all of the Mekrai Kodesh, of all the Yom Tovim. But he says, it's beautiful, l'Mekrai, calling out Kodesh to Kedusha. Yehudi haraitz eliyos nikra ela Kodesh. A Jew that wants to start going out and calling to Kedusha, where do you start from? Yaschil mi Shabbos, he should begin with Shabbos. Ki ein Yehudi mesugal lahasek b'koiches atzmai dargas kodesh, v'rak ha'yidei shemaschil mi Shabbos kodesh mesugal ha'gil Kedusha. Only going, starting through Shabbos, can you really reach levels of Kedusha. What is Shabbos? Tchila l'mekrai kodesh. It is the beginning. It is the entrance of those who are calling out to Kedusha. We all want Kedusha in our lives. And of course we try throughout the week. But Shabbos was given to us. That's the thrust. That's the day of holiness. We go to the mikveh before Shabbos. We prepare our mindset before Shabbos. Shabbos comes, ba Shabbos, ba menucha, rest, internal rest. Stop all of the voices and all of the friction inside of us. Do sin, do good, do bad, do this. Shh, quiet. Listen to your pulse. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to the Jewish neshama inside of you that is calling out to Hashem, I want to be close to you. It's a day to connect to Hashem. The davening on Shabbos is different than the davening in the week. Whatever you want to change in your life, you change it on Shabbos. You make Shabbos so holy. It's like, I think about it's like the poles that are holding up outside the phone lines, which probably are not doing much these days because everything's wireless. But you have a pole here and you have a pole here, and then it kind of sags in the middle. You have Shabbos, if you're an 80 on Shabbos, and you're an 80 on this Shabbos, it's going to sag during the week. But okay, it ends up, the higher you are on Shabbos, the more your week gets uplifted. Shabbos, Hashem says, listen, I'm paying for everything. I'm paying for all the bills. The money you spend in order for covered Shabbos, I'm paying for it. And I'm supporting you the whole week by working 6 days. Imagine if not for that, we would have the same income by the end of the year and we would have to work 7 days. Hashem says, you don't have to work Shabbos. And I'm going to give you double. I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. But what's he paying for? He's not paying for us to eat as much as we can and to forget about him. He's paying for us because it's our romance day. It's our romantic day. It's our anniversary. It's our weekly time together to bond. Ahavas Hashem and Tvekus B'Hashem. And that is the beginning of calling out to Kedusha. L'chein nemer mitzvah Shabbos b'soich inyan HaMishkan. That's why it talks about the whole command of Shabbos in the middle of building the Mishkan. It says, Achas Shabbosoi Saita Shmeiru. Keep Shabbos, Ki HaShabbos v'HaMishkan kavana shneim achasi. Because the kavana, the point of the Mishkan, and the point of Shabbos is one thing. Sheyehudi ba'atzmoi yeh b'bchinas v'asuli mikdash. That we should become the mikdash, that we should become holy. Having a Beis HaMikdash connects us to Hashem. Putting Kedusha inside of us makes us close to Hashem. And after the Egel, where we fell, and this is so important for us, things happen during the week. Things happen in our lives, and we can fall, like an Egel. What happens? Nemar Shuv Inyan Shabbos. Why should the Torah tell us 2 times about Shabbos? You already told it to us in Parshas Truma. Why do you have to say it again after the Egel? Says the Nesivas Shalom. Shezu hoysa ha'eitza shenasan lahem sheyichu atzmam l'Shabbos kodesh. This is the eitzah after a person falls. Gimel averes chamuris. Gilei aroyis, shvichas damim, avodah zara. Sexual immorality and any shade of that. Avodah zara, not believing fully in Hashem, believing maybe koichi ba'otzim yadi, believing in this guy helped me and that guy helped me. Problems with emun and kfira. Shvichas damim, the way we treat other people, causing people tsar, agmas nefesh. These are things that are relevant in our lives, that pull us away from Hashem. Ego, eina nivahu yecholim ladur. Shayfich damim, someone who embarrasses somebody, shvichas damim. Shebekoich HaShabbos yochel Yehudi lehinatzav v'lehilchalitz mechal ha'matzav afilu achri she'asa ego rachman al. The reason that Hashem gave us Shabbos again in the Torah after the Egel, which is so unusual, because there was no command given to us 2 times. Over here, Hashem gave us the mitzvah Shabbos by Parshas Truma, and then again after the Egel. Why? To tell you that even if you sinned like by the Egel with the Gimel Averes Chamuris, Shabbos is being sent to you to save you. Like he brings down, we say in Eishes Chayav, Chagor Nosna L'Knani. And he says, you know what it is? Shabbos is a chagor, like a belt, like a gartel, that is given to a Knani, even if somebody, Rachmana litzlan, acts like a goy, a shaygitz. Shaygitz doesn't sound so good, a shaygitz. Shabbos is thrown down to you from Hashem, like a rope. Shabbos chagor nosna l'knani. No matter how far down you are, Hashem throws you the rope and he says, hang on to this rope. Kol zman she'achevel b'yodecho yesh lo chayim. As long as this rope of Shabbos is in your hands, you will live. The mashal that the Nesivas Shalom brings down in Chelik Beis in the introduction, in the Akdama, he says a mashal of somebody that's on a boat and he falls overboard. In the ocean, he will surely drown. The kabranit, the captain, throws him a chevel, throws him the life preserver, throws him a rope, and he says, hold on to this rope. Kol zman she'achevel hazeh b'yodecha yesh lo chayim. As long as you're holding on to the rope, you could be in the middle of the worst ocean in the world, but you will live because you're connected to something huge. You're connected to something that's not going to sink and not going to drown. Hashem throws us down Shabbos, and he says, hold on to Shabbos. As long as you're holding on to Shabbos, yesh l'chaim. Even if you're in the middle of an ocean of taiva, mayim is a kinui, is a lashon, is a language, is reflecting sin. And a person who is not just in water, but he's in an ocean of water. What's an ocean? Billions of droplets of mayim. A lot of mayim is an ocean. A person can be in an ocean. A person could be drowning in sin, in taiva, in all kinds of problems. And Hashem, chagor nosna l'knani. Hashem throws down that chagor to any person in any level, and he says, hold on to this rope of Shabbos, as long as you're holding on to Shabbos. Kol zman she'achevel hazeh b'yodecha yesh l'chayim. You will live spiritually. I just thought of a beautiful vart that Nesivas Shalom brings down. We say Friday night, Mikailos Mayim rabim adirim mishpirei yom adir b'morim Hashem. Says in the Nesivas Shalom, he brings down Mikailos from the screams. The kailos, someone screaming is kailos, shouts, screaming. Mikailos, Mayim rabim. There's so much water around me. Adirim, it is so strong. Mishpirei yam Hashem, please break the yam. Do kriyas yamsa for me. Hashem, I'm surrounded not just by mayim. There's mayim rabim. Not just sin, but I'm so surrounded by sin and confusion and darkness. From the shouts, from the screams that a yid calls out to Hashem. From Mikailos, from the kailos that a yid screams out, Mayim rabim adirim. Oy vey. I don't have a little water on me. I'm surrounded by Mayim rabim. Surrounded by so much taiva. So much evil, so much bad. I'm in the middle of an ocean. Adirim, it's so strong. And we cry out, Tata, mishbirei yam, break this yam for me. Do kriyas yamsa for me. Let me be able to walk on a paved, solid ground without being attacked and drowning from all of this mayim that is on top of me, that is trying to drown me. Adir b'morim Hashem, that's beautiful by Hashem. When Hashem hears that, that's a beautiful tefillah. So that's what we say on Friday night, because that is the tachlis of Shabbos.